Viking versus KSK. I'm going to start things up with an Ember Spirit for Viking, not banned out this time around. Meanwhile, KSK are going to go for the Tusk, and they're going to go for the Axe. And the Void Spirit coming out from Viking. 2 out of 3, not bad. Or 2 out of 4, actually.
Yeah, so the Axe is an interesting one.
Ooh, your mic's got a bit crackly, sir.
Oh, okay. Are we better now?
No, but once. Maybe. But yeah, I like the Axe to pick up. I don't know. I just think its hero is really strong. I think it's underrated right now. Works kind of well with the Tusk, but just generally it's a great counter to Ember Spirit. Gives you just something to jump on top of him and take him down, essentially, seems to be the idea.
Are we better now?
Yes, much better.
Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, so I wasn't listening to what you just said because I was sorting out my mic. But
I was just saying I like Axe as a counter to Ember Spirit.
Yeah, it's okay. I think they took a little bit of time to think about what they wanted as their counter to Ember, and they decided that Axe was the one. Axe Tusk, not an awful lane. I think this is going to be a Rubik Pos 5, though, from what I can tell, which I'm not really sold on, I'll be honest. Oh my god, they're doing Team Spirit. They're actually going to do it. Holy shit. They're just instantly picking their heroes. I love this.
Wow, that's...
Do we get Vengeful Spirit last pick? If KSK ban it, I'm leaving the cast.
Please, please. I mean, I don't know. I think it's Team Spirit already. You don't need the Venge. But, I mean, yeah, Venge or Spirit Breaker would be like the pudding. I'm enjoying it.
I cannot believe it. This is amazing.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I mean, do we analyze this in any other way? Like,
I mean, I've given up. I just started picking their second phase heroes. I quickly realised what was happening, and I don't know what I can say anymore, I'll be honest. They've just decided this is what they want to do. And do you know what the best bit about this is? They instantly picked every single one of the heroes when it was available. They didn't even look at what the other team was picking. They wanted Team Spirit, dude. And they're ready to make it work.
I mean, okay, so if you had to pick, have you ever come up with a theoretical 5th hero for the Team Spirit draft?
Please.
Yes, they're going for it. All 5 coming out for the Viking. Full memes, shifted into maximum over meme. That's what we like to see.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be amazing. I'm so excited, actually. So who's... I assume it's going to be Ember 1, Storm 2, Void Spirit 3, right? And then we have Earth Spirit 4, Venge 5. It's going to be... I'll be honest. It's going to be a little bit demoralizing for KSK that Viking feel like they can meme this way, right?
Let's get memed.
I mean, KSK here...
Right. This is the draft. This is the psychology draft. Yeah, this is a psychology draft. What they're doing is just saying, we just fluked the hell out of you. We should have lost, and you threw, and now we know that you're going to be on tilt already. And we're just going to rub salt in the wound by picking a clown draft, instantly picking it as well, putting you under the gun. They haven't used a single second of reserve time here, Viking. They're just clowning. They're here. I mean, this is... And you know what? I respect Viking as well. We're drinking spirits. They're picking spirits. I'm sure they're listening to jazz as well, I would hope. I hope they're in their dressing gowns.
I'll be honest, I'm just waiting for the reaction from chat when they pick Venge. I'm waiting. It's gonna happen. I want to see what everybody says. Okay, so KSK. Okay, so it's gonna be Pango mid, I assume. Yeah, Soul is playing the Axe, who is the offlaner, and Copy's playing the Pango. All right. I don't mind this too much. Yeah, I don't really have a way of dealing with the Pango Rolling Thunder at all. I worry about their lack of catch a little bit against, the Spirit lineup. But we shall see.
So, Pangolier versus Storm in the middle lane seems pretty good for the Pangolier. And we're going to have, let's see, it's Solari on the Venge, so Solari and Shad in the safe lane, and then Toby and Aramis in the off lane. I really don't hate, but I mean, it's not good, but it's far from horrible.
It's not awful. At least they can all fit. At least they're not like picking 3 carries, right, to fulfill a meme.
True.
At least they actually all have a position they can play, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about the Spirits, right? Other than Storm Spirit, they're all very flexible.
Yeah, off-plane Ember is going to be interesting. Not really sure about that.
True, I would have preferred to see the Void Spirit in the off-lane, but you know, whatever.
I wonder what the POS 5 Tusk is going to be like as well. I feel like their laning stage is really weak on KSK.
True, true. They might just get away with it.
I'm also not a believer in this PA hero at the moment, by the way.
Who's trying to play along with the saxophone? Toby is.
I know Toby. It was Toby before. I assume it still is. Yeah.
Just adding a bit of sax, a little bit of trumpet over the sax. I like it. Get those horns coming in, boys.
I want to put it out there now as well. I talked about how Viking have had a long day, right? And they're like, you know what? We're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna pick 5 spirits, and we're just gonna have a good time. Because, you know, maybe they feel like, and I felt we kind of got that vibe from watching them a little bit, that they were getting really annoyed. You know, at the start of that game before.
Yeah, for sure. They weren't playing like we've seen Viking play before at all. You know, these guys. Yeah. I'd love to say Killsteel were playing amazing Dota. They weren't. They got ruined in the laning phase, and they were given a chance to come back. They started playing well, I think, around like the 25-30 minute mark when they realized they had a chance to win, and all of a sudden we started to see the two supports just absolutely coming alive, and they started to play some like good Dota for sure, and really handing it to Viking. But
I think they played pretty well last game, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point where they started playing well, but they definitely started off pretty bad.
Actually, I think the Tusk played pretty well all game. Like, they had a rough laning stage, yeah, sure, but like, I grouped them as 5, and they just weren't afraid to like constantly brawl, right? Like, they were making aggressive moves on the map. It's not like Viking were always coming to them and messing up. So, gotta give them the respect, you know.
I'm definitely excited to see more of these support players, but I'm not sure about Tusk 5. Tusk 5, Rubik 4, it does stuff, but it's a bit greedy. It's a bit. I don't know.
I think it works if you're going to try lane, right? With the Tusk as a 5, then it's not quite as bad.
Maybe they both need XP though, is the thing.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. But they could end up just leaving the Axe in like a solo position down here, where he just skips creep waves over and over again, and then they just send the Rubik and the Tusk top to help the PA. Veg is just going to start running bot now as well before the creeps spawn, knowing that they've secured 2 runes.
Slary on his way to bottom. Meanwhile, Aramis going to take the outpost whilst he's here as well. Might as well. The value plays. Always do this in your pub games, by the way, because you tend to often get the 10-minute double outposts just from people being idiots and forgetting about the outpost. It's pretty fun.
Of course. Your games, no matter.
Yeah. Down at 2K or whatever chats have decided I am at this point.
The whole of Twitch chat is 7K, remember? So let's
yeah, they're really good.
In their games, it would never happen.
Ooh, Toby, get jumped out. I mean, they don't even know what outposts are. Toby's going to be alright. Not much of a gank coming out from Flimney. Aramis just happy to keep on trading with that Orb of Venom. Meanwhile, down at bottom.
Oh no.
What's up, bro?
I thought Boom was going to get 2 range creep denies, but Copy managed to at least get 1 of them.
Yeah, Copy doing, well, I mean, pretty even in this mid so far, provided Boom's able to secure this creep. Oh, nice job. Very close. It. Very sick. Yeah.
PA Tusk sounds like a really horrendous lane to play against, though, by the way. Especially with
missing a creep there, unforced errors. Don't like to see any of that going on. Now Disarm out onto him as well. And Copy, he's still got this swashbuckle if he wants to come forward onto Boom here, but is giving him respect for now. I mean, if you jump forward onto the storm like that, then don't blow him up immediately. You're going to have some issues. You're going to have a Sonic Remnant overload in your face, and that is not pleasant.
He doesn't have much more regen on the Pangolier here. He has to be a little bit careful.
I was just thinking that myself, actually. I was expecting that courier to be bringing him himself, but it didn't.
Oh, sweet.
They brought the same items. They brought top lane Aramis.
Getting jumped on here. That Earth Spirit getting very, very low, but it's going to be Low Skill who goes down first. Aramis still surviving, salving up to make sure he lives through Philomne's next hit, and he's not actually going to die at all. It's not even a trade. It's just a straight up kill onto the PA. A little bit of over-aggression here from KSK results in their carry dying, and Toby going to be very happy with that one.
that Tusk was one creep away from hitting level 2. If they'd have had that before the fight started, then would have been a dead Earth Spirit first.
Oh, now they're going on to him, but the same thing's going to happen. Aramis jumps his way through, throws out that rock, but Toby is going to be absolutely fine once again here. They're unable to kill him. Meanwhile, Pangolier in the middle lane getting really low to Boom, but now has that salve arriving on his courier. Timely indeed. And also bottom Solari losing a little bit of HP, but overall, everything's pretty civil in this laning phase. Only 1 kill so far. Top lane is definitely where the most action has been so far, though. A lot of brawling.
Well, any lane that Tusk is in, there's always going to be brawling, dude. This is the tag team lane. You know, you got daggers on top for the extra physical damage. Boom is really just trying to push the lane in here. He really wants to secure that bottle before the 4-minute mark. Try and pick up the extra value.
How do you counterplay into a troll draft, though? Because you've got to be so worried now. Like, if you lose to this, you're going to take a huge blow to your egos.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad on mid lane.
Boom, being chased down by Qualifiers. Maybe it's a disband play. Maybe that's what they're going for. They might be outplaying Boom here. The TPs are coming. Boom trying to turn this one around. He might have enough damage. He does! Gets the kill. And thankfully, Aramis was there to absorb some of the XP, which I'm sure Boom's very thankful for. Meanwhile, Celery just dying to a neutral creep.
Oh, he's going to get the 4-minute rune on Storm as well. Oh, no.
Oh, this is a Pangolier's lane now in a really, really tough position. And it's a double damage as well, as if things couldn't get any worse. Oh, well,
I assume
guess it
Celery
could have been a
denied to a neutral
regen.
creep.
Yeah, he did deliberately.
But, like, just as he was going to die as well in the bot lane.
Yeah, I don't know if he had a battle hunger on him, but he wasn't. There weren't any enemies around him.
Double null for the Void Spirit as well, so pretty tanky in this lane up against the Axe. Has 82 damage, so...
Yeah, stun on him actually. They've got the Remnant as well to hold him still. Can they finish the job onto Solar here? No more spells available on the Void Spirit here, and he's going to pop that salve on Solar. Celery trying to close the gap here, but can't actually find him, so Solar able to get the full duration. Nice movement through the trees there to keep that going for as long as possible and keeping him alive.
I like what Toby's doing here as well up in the top lane. Just skips the wave completely and farms that as well as the small camp. There's a really nice Jenkins video on that's been released recently on YouTube. You can go and watch about that.
YouTube.com/Jenkins Dota 2. No, I don't know what it's your
on the YouTube.
True, I guess if we're dressed in dressing gowns and sipping whiskey, then we should call it the YouTubes.
Yes, exactly.
Be kind of on brand, wouldn't it?
Stupendous.
Yeah, laning stage at least getting a little bit better for KSK this game though. I mean, in comparison to last game, they were getting absolutely destroyed. So
yeah, for sure. Kind of helps when you're into a troll draft, but still got to feel slightly decent to have recovered from last game's mishaps a little bit. But it's much closer. But it is still all the Viking heroes leading on the net worth on every lane. Solo just coming in, taking some punches at some heroes here, but they're going to try and maybe go for him. Oh no, he's just actually cancelling out the call. Very smart. Mid, once again, Copy being jumped on here. A nice rotation from Aramis going to result in the death of the Pangolier, and they are just really laying the hurt down now on this middle lane, securing Boom's lane.
What?
Yeah, not keeping that alive. Interesting.
Gotta be... I mean, to be fair, I don't know how they would have managed it.
They're heading top. They want to try and save Toby here. Will they be able to do so, though? They're not going to get here in time, I don't think. Toby, and I say that? Oh, he does get a punch in, but they're going to get at least one return kill, I believe, onto Filmy. But actually, no, he's not, because his regen rune got cancelled out by a nice dagger from the PA, and now Aramis, yeah, he might be the one in trouble. There is an ultimate available on the Pango. Doesn't need to use it, though. They'll just kill off Aramis casually. Celery, he's going to be alright. It's actually the Axe who gets brought down first. Now Shad looking over towards Zero instead. Doesn't have any more spells, though. A little bit hard to finish the job here, especially when Solari just such low HP, threatened by a Fade Bolt from Zero here, so does have to keep his distance. But in comes a Remnant. It's going to miss, though. Very close.
Shad not been having a great time hitting these Remnants across the last 2 games, has to be said. You know, most of his games has been okay, but I feel like a lot of the early Remnants that he was throwing last game as well ended up missing, so...
Savage.
He's just working on it. Oh, Celery just denies again.
Yeah, apparently he's still in the mood for buying himself some neutral creeps. I mean, I guess he still gets to play the game, so he's like, whatever.
I mean, to be fair, he's bringing the Void Spirit as items as well, so it's not even that bad. He has the Vengeful Spirit illusion. Well, it's not really an illusion. Is it an illusion? What is it called?
Yeah,
What's
it's an illusion. It's 100% illusion.
A strong illusion.
Is that really what it's described as? A strong illusion, a vengeful spirit. In capitals, by the way, it's capitalized, not just strong illusion, but strong illusion. Does that just mean it takes... Yeah, I don't know what it means.
I assume it just means that it doesn't instantly die to certain things. But I think it still dies to Hex and Mana Drain, right? I'm pretty sure. Not actually sure.
Don't know, mate. Don't play any Venge. That hero's boring.
No, neither do I. I used to play a lot of Position 5, but Avenge is a hero that I just would never
Toby being jumped onto the top lane right now with the tag team, with the damage from that PA, they will be able to rip through him fairly quickly.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I mentioned before. Like, the Axe just starts skipping waves, the Rubik turns top, and they just end up tri-laning to help the PA in the laning stage. Well, I guess it's not really the laning stage anymore, but... Storm finds the Pango.
Yeah, has somewhat. Copy, though, happy to pop the ultimate just to keep himself alive and try and offer a bit of threat onto the Storm Spirit. And going to try and farm some creeps with it at the very least. That's kind of efficient, you know.
You might as well try and get something out of the usage.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's really good for Boom, though, the fact that he has to pop the Rolling Thunder there on the Pango. Means that he doesn't really have to worry about getting ganked in the mid lane anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll throw it over to net worth and see the Storm and the Void up in the top two positions of the net worth, but the PA really close behind, along with the Pangolier. So, well, it's a pretty huge distance between the Pangolier and the Storm Spirit, though. Storm's definitely the #1 hero in this game so far.
Earth Spirit might be in slight trouble here. Ember does have level 6 now. He can send a Remnant out backwards.
Lift a snowball through as well. My God, the damage onto Aramis is just so severe.
Team Spirit got to unite more, man. They not doing enough at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like when all four of them play together, yeah, Solo, he's been beaten down here. He's actually not going to survive this one. But yeah, I feel like when all the spirits play together, they should unlock a new ability, which is Merge. And if they all use it together, then they turn into the Super Spirit, Elemental God.
It's like Underlords all over again. Jesus.
Is that a thing in Underlords?
Mid lane, Poppy.
He's getting his truffles a little bit ruffled here by the Storm, but Storm realizing that he probably needs to get out of this one. He'll be in some trouble, but Copy doesn't actually follow through with the Rolling Thunder, and Boom zips himself away.
Oh, he's going to get an Arcane Rune, though. That's pretty nice.
Nice. Boom's getting lucky with these. Feeling very good about his rune selection so far. Yeah, played around with the low skill a little bit. They'll pass by, but it's actually the Tusk who's in trouble in the middle lane, getting jumped by Boom, and Boom's just going to step down these static remnants, and that is going to be one dead little Tusk.
That's you tried kill streak gold for the Storm. So yeah, I was trying really hard to bet you. There is a catapult wave coming mid, by the way, so somebody from the die has to deal with this. I see Pango TP's back mid as soon as he can.
Yeah. Otherwise, this tower is going to fall here.
It's getting really low.
It is. Fort comes out. Anybody coming? Pango? Oh, okay. Well, that's because the Rubik is in some trouble. Toby trying to run him down, and he finds himself 1 kill onto Aramis, looking towards Toby as well. Toby with a triple remnant forwards. I mean, that is just suicidal, but I guess he kind of realized he was dead and was like, screw it. Might as well bring down a hero with me. But they lose their tower in the process, yeah.
That's so worth it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, PA, no surprise here to see her running straight for that Desolator. Wants the anti-armor, wants to be able to fight early on with this axe, with this Pangolier.
Soul up bot lane.
Oh, he's been caught out creep skipping again, hasn't he? Cool, gonna come out, but Boom's just on top of him here, and this Storm has got more than enough magic damage to tear through this axe's defenses and grab that kill.
Feels very much like last game where Boom had a completely free start, right? This time he's playing Storm, though, which I think is a little bit more scary.
Yeah.
He's almost got that Kai completed now as well.
Oh my goodness.
Even a couple of 100 gold off.
Yeah. It's going to be like a 12-13 minute Kai at this rate. Very, very good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they back to your point, my point before about Underlords, though.
Radiant are scanning.
Which is obviously very important.
Dire's top tower.
The spirits, when they all use, it's like a race, right? I don't know what it's called. I'm not really into that stuff, but whenever they all use a spell, they do like some delta triangle thing and do more damage. So
Sick.
maybe that's what you could look for this game as well.
I just foresee him turning into the same hero. Some kind of like Storm, Void, Ember, Earth monster.
Some dodgy transformer thing.
Absolutely, yeah, Power Rangers more like, you know, when they always come together. What was it? What was it called? Is it called a Megazord?
I have absolutely no idea.
I think it was a Megazord.
Come on, chat. You're probably all Power Rangers fans. Can you tell us what it was called?
It's on your level.
Dire's top tower.
No. This is after hours, and we're all sensible gentlemen in this stream.
Of course. Take a sip, everybody.
Indeed, indubitably.
Dire's top tower.
We use words like indubitably and
I mean,
indeed,
Dire just-
and quite.
ASK have 4 heroes down in the spot lane. They're not really achieving anything. Boom's going to try and give them something, but I don't think he's going to be easy to kill.
Call out onto Boom, but he's not actually caught inside of this, although he is getting stunned up and punched into oblivion. Boom is dead, but look at the damage coming out from Shad here. Flimity might be losing his life. Swap comes out, Celery brings down 1 and brings down 2. Zero's going to go down as well. Both kills going towards Shad. Meanwhile, Celery just trying to sit on the front lines here, but the PA is running out of HP pretty damn quickly here, just getting right-clicked through by the rest of the heroes, and the Slurp is going to put an end to her. Solo trying to run himself away from this one, but there's a jump forwards from Toby. He's got those remnants. He's bottling himself up, and Solar might be dead here. Aramis going to catch him with a rock. Celery gets a kill with a cheeky little wave of terror from the sidelines, and that is going to be 4 heroes dead on the side of kill steal Kommando. Ooh,
I was actually surprised
brutal.
Boom died on the storm, considering he managed to zip dodge the call, but that was a really good chain stun afterwards by KSK to finish him off. But yeah, I mean, everything after that was just an absolute disaster. And Boom, jumping copy here on the Pango.
Oh no, Copycat brought down, doesn't have 9 lives today, only has 1, and it gets taken off him.
Shadow almost has the Deso as well on the Void Spirit. I mean, all 3 of these big spirits are all very farmed.
They are big boys. You mean 3 big spirits? Are you calling a spirit not a big spirit? That's rude.
And Vengeful Spirit.
Probably the biggest of all. Yeah, no, Venge. I don't count her as a spirit personally. Oh,
It's in the goddamn name though, man.
just got
okay?
fucking wrecked.
Literally,
He's
just
got
called the spirit.
destroyed. Look at this death summary. It's all inside 1 second. You know someone got rinsed when their death summary is all inside a single second of instant there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jesus. I mean, I like 1-hit crits, but I also like it when someone just gets hit by like 3 or 4 high damage spells in 1 instant and just gets
Oh, yeah.
completely obliterated.
Dire's top
That's some
tower
good stuff
is
as
under
well.
attack.
When 5 you drop your ulties on 1 overfarmed hero just to kill them. That feels, you know, always feels good.
Toby just tanking the snowball, knowing that he's got time to remnant away afterwards, which doesn't seem right, but there we go. That's Dota for you. I actually hate how quick the cast time on Activate Fire Remnant is.
Oh, mid lane. Jumping Solar.
Yeah, he's not having a good time right now. We'll get caught out by Boom in the end.
Do you know what? I respect that by Celery as well, that, okay, he didn't take the last hit on the hero. He then just goes and snags a range creep. But,
Radiant are scared.
Yeah, you get the hero, I get the creep. Seems like a good deal to me.
tax, guys, tax.
Absolutely.
Oh, they scan bot lane on the
Yeah,
Radiant.
they
so
baited
know-
themselves out by this one. They're trying to scan behind the Pangolier, accidentally caught the Pangolier inside the scan. So,
Oh,
like,
no, look at this Boom, though, on the storm.
he could be in trouble once again here, but they're a little bit scared of Kommando. Even though he's trapped, they don't actually engage on him. I mean, Celery was there to save him if needs be.
He instantly gets the D-ward, though, as well, so they knew that they had high ground vision there, because as soon as the smoke broke, the ice shards came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really want to try and protect this bot tier 1, and like bait the Radiant in slightly, but... Oh, they're going to find the PA? Oh, it's just too late on the Revenant.
She's out of there.
Shard.
See you later, nerds.
How'd they get the deny? Oh,
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, swap back onto the Pangolier, and he gets absolutely shredded. See you later, buddy. And a jump forward onto Preliminary as well. They're looking for the +1, and they might well just bloody well find it. Snowball forward from him. Just tries to get a punch out before he goes down, but go down he shall. Meanwhile,
as
Boom
well
finding
just
kill
dies
mid.
to
Oh, that's
Boom.
a really big one. Solar comes in with a pretty big call. Is he going to find anything for it, though? It looks like he's not. That feels so bad from him. A nice 2-man call. A couple more spins, and he would have got himself the double, but unfortunately, he doesn't find it. Does go down, and now they're just left with 1 hero standing. The Team Spirit strat is doing it. Smells like Team Spirit to me.
Do you know, I feel like we've been very blessed with the amount of things we've got to cast for a first time. I think I've said this to you before. Like, a lot of hero releases, we end up getting, you know, the first games to cast.
Oh, we do.
We're now the
We do,
first
we have to.
people to cast a 5 Spirit game as well.
Oh, we do. I feel like Team Secret did it once. Am I wrong?
Did they?
Recently, yeah. I'm not sure. Toby, he's having trouble. Tries to dodge out the jumps with the sleight of fist and might actually just get away from this one. Water cool here. Koppy really struggling to run him down here and will not be able to find this kill. Can't secure it. Koppy now getting jumped on Doom with the Boom with the long jump. Celery does get cut down, and now on the backlines they're gonna find Zero as well. Celery will lose his life, but Toby, no, he gets critted. Low skill finds him. They at least get a couple here, but the mobility from this Team Spirit draft is just insane. They can't actually run away. They can't play along with the team fight, so they just end up getting split up, run down, and this might be the full 5-man here as Low Skill trying to play around here, but will not live.
There is nothing for you here.
Man, I thought this was the first one. If it's not the first one, I'm really disappointed now.
Sorry, man. Well, I'm sure people in chat will know if it's the first one or not.
I mean, if you're second, it's just the first loser, right? There's no point.
Very brutalistic way to think of things, but I guess you're not wrong.
Storm is so farmed, by the way. I mean, he has Bloodstone pretty much finished at this point.
Yeah, he's a
Actually,
chunky
he's not even
monkey.
that farmed. I thought he was bigger, but he's just 7, 1, and 4. He's just been everywhere on the map, killing people instead.
Yeah, and oh my god, Shadow's 8 and 0. Look at him. He's farmed.
He is farmed.
Chrysalis
He's got
Desolator.
Deso. Yeah, this guy is a chunkin at the moment.
Yeah.
He's ripping through people.
Yeah, these astral steps really gonna hurt.
That is a good point, actually. Why didn't they last pick Spirit Breaker on KSK? Because then don't they just win?
Yeah, true. If you do combine into the Megazord and you get charged and ultied by Spirit Break, then you instantly die. And all 4 spirits caught inside die as well. Meanwhile, jumping on the back line, Zero's going to lose his life. Shad now entering godlike as Storm zips through, killing off Limni, and Solar also getting wrecked as well. PA trying to do something, but there is nothing to be done at this stage. Oh,
They wanna.
PA. Yeah, they just call it. They tap out. Jesus Christ. What a absolute stomping. Pre-20 minutes, and they will... I mean, I told you, dude. I did tell you this. They're tilted. They lose the last game. They get destroyed in the last game, and this game going the same way.